Hmm. So, welcome everybody who may be watching this live or subsequently after this stream finishes. I thought I would play with a stream to talk about Yochini and what Yochini is all about. So we can have a chat here in this space about whatever comes up for people, whatever is your curiosity of holistic exercises, what that could mean to you, and perhaps how and why you should or could join into the Yochini sessions that I host. So, whilst people are watching, I would just like to propose and elaborate on what Yochini is, what it is that I do. So, Yochini is a blend of holistic exercises that I have learned over the years, many years, the last 10 years at least. And in my teaching story, I went through various exercises of yoga and meditation. I studied in depth and breadth various practices and teachings. And I found that these exercises were deeply nourishing to my body, to this body. And this was very nice. It helped to calm the nervous system. And yeah, in that story, I found that the body could become more flexible and more strong, obviously, as certain benefits will show you in yoga classes and things like that. But also, yeah, the nervous system could calm itself down. It can learn to regulate itself and train its neural pathways to find more calm and ease. And so that can be very nourishing as well. Hmm. And so that's what I tend to do nowadays is share these holistic exercises. I've done Qigong teacher training, I've done yoga 500 hours teacher training. I've also trained with special yoga and I've adopted mindfulness techniques over years and meditation practice, a daily meditation so, for at least 9 years. And these sessions that I lead, that I call Yochini, are a way of integrating and exploring these exercises with people in a community kind of way. And yeah, it's a lot of fun. We have a lot of fun together when we share these. At the moment, I'm hosting 3 sessions a week. They are 45 minutes long each. And they're at a recommended investment of £8, but this is negotiable depending on people's financial situation. But yeah, and they're also tailored to the people who show up. So when people are, coming to these spaces, this community, and sort of sensing into themselves physiologically, the sessions tend to work around where they are, so to speak, in their body and mind and heart. And so each session is unique and tailored to the people who tend to show up. And there's quite a beautiful, playful energy that seems to happen there. Yeah. So this is in essence what Yochini is about. I also do in-person sessions as well, and on the no-show platform, which is an umbrella of what I facilitate. So I facilitate non-duality sessions on my other channel and Yochini sessions on this channel. And it's all under the umbrella of the no show. And so when I travel and when I lead events and retreats, we sort of explore and play with Yochini and non-duality sessions, so to speak. and they seemed to be quite complementary to one another. And that's what's appearing to show up, really. So we also there's the play of Qigong and asana and pranayama and nidra, meditation, mindfulness, sound, and perhaps even dancing. Because this is a very childlike expression. Yochini is about, in a way, being childlike, utterly childlike and spontaneous, fruitfully free. Yes. So there's a few things I've got to say about Yochini and what that's about. As this channel grows, which I'm hoping it will, because this is a really beautiful sharing. Perhaps we can share it further afield with our friends if we happen to be watching either live or subsequently. We can pass this along. We can like these videos. This is a way of sharing that with as many people as possible who really enjoy this space with me. So yeah, go ahead and hit the subscribe button if you haven't already and like the video and share it with your friends so that we can grow a lovely community of non-judgmental energy. Mhm. No, no sort of transaction of getting more or less or becoming more or less. It's a very open, innocent expression that we're holding together here. And that occurs in the non-duality satsang, and it appears also in the Yochini space as well. Yeah. So for those who don't know, if you are interested in joining the Yochini sessions, you can head over to the website and just have a look. You can just have a look, see what's going on there. It's in the description. It's the first link in the description. And perhaps I can post that in the live chat as well. And this is where all the information is about Yochini. It explains in depth what it is, and it also it shows the sessions that are coming up. Yeah. So at the moment it's what Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Monday, Wednesday, and Thursday, sorry. And there's also a few what I call Yochini specials, which are monthly events. Yeah. Happen online and across the world. Mm. I can explain the nature of Qigong and what that seems to be about. So Qigong is of course an ancient Chinese medicine. It's an ancient art form, we could say. It perhaps is thought of by many as a practice. It's often translated as energy work or energy distribution. I quite like energy medicine as well. It's quite nice, but I quite like energy play. I quite because I'm a playful creature, it would seem, and I would like to suggest that yeah, qigong is about playing with energy in a wholesome and nourishing way. And yes, this is an ancient Chinese form. And of course, we perhaps know that it's been designed also for martial arts, and people would perhaps, in their own storyline, use it as a spiritual methodology to sort of deepen their meditative experience and whatnot. But on a basic physiological and psychological level, the art of Qigong is helping the body to tune in with itself and redistribute its energy efficiently and effectively, optimally, we could say. And that helps us to generate an abundance of that chi, but it also helps us to recycle it, and so it's allowed to distribute healthily across the whole body mind system. And so what that looks like in terms of the actual uh, implementation of it is activations. So we tend to do activations like tapping and shaking. This helps the body sort of get, it's waking up its energy source, so to speak. And there are stretches, just like there are in yoga and asanas. And there's also meditation techniques that happen in Qigong. There's there's breathing exercise, and there's sounds as well. There's like healing sounds that happen in Qigong, which many people wouldn't perhaps know about. We often associate Qigong and Tai Chi with the flow state, which is a big part of it, but it's not the whole thing, actually, interestingly. But yes, the flow and the flows and the five element sequence of flows, as well as the three treasures, is very powerful. It seems to help the body to really feel into itself, like kinesthetically, deeply feeling into itself. And this is very nourishing. Yeah. And that can, according to the masters of China over millennia, this is helping the organs to replenish their energy. Like the liver and the kidneys, the heart, the myocardium, and it's helping that energy to nicely flow. So it's a bit like when there's a river of flowing energy, but there's a load of blocks. There's a lot of boulders and things like a dam, and sometimes that water gets stagnant. And so the the art of Qigong is sort of gently breaking down those rocks and boulders so as to allow that river to flow more freely and fluidly through the body, which leads to physiological relaxation. Yeah. And that of course allows the rest and digest mode to be more available, shall we say. Yeah, yeah. That's a bit of an introduction to Qigong and its apparent expression and the way it seems to work and play. Oops. I could say a thing or two about yoga. So yoga seems to be much more popular nowadays, of course, in the West and the East. And yoga is, of course, it's an Indian art form, isn't it? That's what it seems to be. In the same way, Qigong seems to be a Chinese art form. Yoga seems to be an Indian art form, and so I'm sure we're whoever's watching, we're all familiar with some kind of expression of yoga, whether it's Kundalini or Yin or Ashtanga. I mean, there's an unbelievable amount of yoga classes and yoga expressions all over YouTube and Instagram, as well as, perhaps even every city of every country, there's a yoga center or studio or retreat center or something. And but it all seems to be essentially about integrating the body with itself, I would suggest whether it's a spiritual thing or about the health of the body or about secular mindfulness or calming the nervous system, it's all it's all about integrating really, because the word yoga itself would mean to merge, to bind, to unite. And whether again, whatever your apparent intention is for coming across yoga, it seems like it is it's an art form to help the body, the mind, the brain, the heart, and the energy of it all to be in harmony with each other. And so we find the asanas, for example, are helping the body. It's more of a physical. It's usually more of a physical focus because it's the posture, the way the body holds itself, whether that's in the form of a sun salutation or sitting still for meditation. The emphasis is on the posture, and that will have apparently knock-on effects on the other expressions of, thinking and feeling and sensing and perceiving. And obviously, breath work or breath play is pranayama, we could say. It's not the literal translation, but that can also be a nice way of exercising yoga to, help the body to feel itself more comfortably, more more energized, perhaps, to de-stress, to release tension from the tissues and various different things. So yoga and qigong, I think, go very well together. Actually, they're quite complementary. They're very very different because they stem from different countries and they're culturally different, and but they really complement each other. Yeah. Hmm. Welcome watching to this live stream, Yochini live stream. It's actually the first one I'm doing. So if you are tuning in live, feel free to say hello in the chat box, share where you're from, what you're up to, what brings you here. If anything other than curiosity, and that's fine too. Feel free to ask any questions or share anything you like with me, and we can have a bit of a chat here on YouTube whilst it's live. And I can share any reflections with you and what Yochini is all about. The word Yochini is it's a blend of, as you may have noticed, yoga and Qigong. And the ni, we could say, is nidra, yoga nidra. And yeah, would be nidra would be the ways that the body calms itself into a deep state of relaxation. Yeah. I mean, there's more to it than that, of course. There's a huge world of yoga nidra alone. It's the fifth limb of Patanjali's yoga. But this is also very nice. Yeah, lovely ancient art form too. Yeah. Hmm. So yoga, nidra, pranayama, qigong, and meditation. So I can say a thing or two about meditation and what meditation means to me, and what it means in the sense of what I'm sharing with people here on the Yochini platform, the No Show Yochini platform. So meditation is, well, I would like to propose that that is also an art form. It's a playful thing. It's an exercise, we could say. And yes, of course, naturally, what I would associate with meditation, not necessarily everyone else, but it's the natural way in which bodies are, actually. It's their natural expression. When there isn't such a goal-oriented mechanism at play, there's just there's just naturally what appears, which is actually quite meditative. And meditation can also appear to be more concentrated. Of course, that's maybe how people usually associate the word meditation is to be, concentrated on the breath whilst calming the body, perhaps concentrated on a candlelight or visualizing a certain thing. And these are usually the ways in which meditation is described and thought of, conceived as. And that's legit. And obviously concentration in those ways can be genuinely beneficial. But also it can just be the simplicity of a body sitting as it is, without a specific focus. So this is more like just sitting in the Zen tradition. And that can also be very soothing. The simplicity of there's just sitting, and thinking might appear, relaxing might appear, sensing the soles of the feet, the sit bones on the earth might appear. It's all equal. It's all equally this. And the body sort of resting in that can be very meditative. Yeah, yeah. So the natural meditation of just sitting, the natural yoga of just sitting or moving, stretching, breathing, relaxing, the natural Qigong of just energy playing. Yes, energy play. Yeah, energy play. So I think that's all I've got to share for now in terms of this live stream. Again, thanks for tuning in live and subs and watching back on this channel. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button, like this video, share it with your friends, share any of the videos, have a go, watch. There's loads of videos on this channel now, the way you can just watch them back. They're all in the videos section. There's meditations and yoga exercises and Qigong ones that all are about 45 minutes. Some are an hour, some are 20 minutes. There's loads of videos here for you all to watch back for free. And if you fancy getting more involved, then go ahead and view that description and you just click the first link and you can see the website there. It's the no-show.com/Yocchini, and you can have a look at the timetable and see that there are sessions that happen each week as well as each month. So perhaps I'll see you soon. Thanks so much for supporting this channel to grow, to let it be nourished and bloom and blossom so it can go further afield and share these lovely, wonderful, playful sessions and exercises with more friends. And perhaps we can grow more of a community here on the Yocchini under the umbrella of the No Show platform. So much love to you all. See you soon. We'll do this again sometime. Namaste.